What's the motherfucking deal? Let me get this pulled up. Yellowstone, gotta scoop me a yellow bone. What's the motherfucking deal? Sports React, Danny. Need to sing this song. All I do is bang screw. Bang screw. Man, things. What's the deal? How's everybody feeling this evening? Acres Home. What's the motherfucking deal? King Berkeley. Always good. Always good. See Killer KB. White Persuasion. Alonzo. What's the motherfucking deal? Got ads. What you talking about? Torrance, Allen, what's the deal? 45, what's the deal? Seth was shaking. Man, I was in a bit in a mood, but I got some music playing in the headphones. I don't know if y'all can hear it or not, so I definitely had to go old school to get in a good mood, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'd been sad about the loss of Merciless and the loss of White. I really have, because, you know, like I said, I like defense. I like seeing good defensive players succeed. I like seeing the Texans having a good defense. And I don't think we're just going to fall all the way off the map. But it's definitely very upsetting, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, it should, but I don't even know to open up with it because I start cutting it back on. Jeremiah Rio, what's the motherfucking deal? Man, if we pull a first round out of it, that'd be interesting. CJ, what's the deal? I heard that they've been interested in him, though. I've seen people saying, you know, Graham. I've seen people talk about trying to trade Michael Bennett for him. I've seen a whole lot of things, but I'd like to see what comes to fruition with that. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not worried about it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Man, I was looking at the same thing today, and that's what I was saying. I said I was looking at the schedule, and I feel like we should pull off. We should pull off 11-5 at the worst. Is what I really feel. I was saying St. Louis will be interesting. And it's another one I thought would be pretty interesting. And then we go back and level them Jags, so you know I ain't worried about them. But I'm ready for that revenge, and I want it to be bad. I want to lay the smack down because they just getting crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. But El Lobo, what's the deal? You know what I'm saying? For man, we ain't gonna lose to the Browns, dog. You know, I don't ever want to sleep on nothing. I don't ever want to, you know what I'm saying? These everybody on that motherfucking field getting paid. They playing for something. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna just sleep on anybody. But I am gonna talk trash. I will talk shit. The Browns are fucking garbage. If we not gonna lose if we lose to the Browns, I don't even know. I might not use the word Brown for the rest of the season. Talking about Dwayne Brown, the fucking Cleveland Browns. We will just have Brown problems. I don't want none of that shit. Yeah, I saw that with Connor Shaw. Connor Shaw is interesting. He keeps getting dinged up, so I don't think he's really had a chance. And speaking of the Browns, was with the Browns. And, you know, that's a bad place to start your career. But I think he's interesting, a little bit more mobile, or a lot more mobile than Savage. I don't know what that means for a guy like Savage. Because, you know, they were running with two, so maybe they see that somebody with some mobility can do some different things. And, oh, what? Okay, that's what's up, Wise. What's the deal? Okay, 22-7, good deal, good deal. But yeah, man, like I say, we just got to see what happens. I see Shaw might be an interesting prospect. I'm wondering what's going to happen with Savage. You know, because I think my deal with Bill is I realized that, you know, after the story came out about him really wanting to start with Deshaun, I think Bill was just trying to be a stand-up guy to Savage by giving him a shot. And I can't blame him for that. I felt like, you know, I said it myself. I felt like Savage deserved a shot. You know, he's been here for so long. You know, he's been putting in work. And so, yeah, man, it's not going to happen. So, So that means if we win, you're gonna have to cop a Sauce shirt. But not if, when we win, you're gonna have to cop that Sauce shirt. But you know, like I said, I'm just curious as to what's gonna happen with Savage. I don't know if he's going. I don't know if I see him sticking around after this year. The way things went down, like I could see it go both ways. I could see him sticking around, you know, being loyal if they're giving him the opportunity to stay here, and then I could definitely also see, you know, him trying to test the waters. But I don't think, you know, it's ice cold when it comes to Savage. Nobody's really nobody's turned. I could definitely see that trade. That's why I think about too. So what's the motherfucking deal, Visionary? What's shaking? Yeah, that's the crazy shit. And the Browns have a history of bad QB picks. Like it's different. You know, we had our history with quarterback play, and you know we can play. We at least had excuse me, we at least had a good spell for a little bit. You know, the Shaw period. As much as I talk trash about him, there was a spell that he was playing well. But the Browns have had the opportunities to make these picks. Watson, Wentz, they could have had, I mean, you look historically, they could have had like Roethlisberger. It's a couple other big name guys that they've all passed on that they easily could have had. They've either traded the pick, just passed on them. Just all kind of crazy shit, man. And it's unfortunate. Something about that Browns front office is allergic to quarterbacks. You know, I have no idea what's with that. So man, you know, I don't know what that is. Like I said, I want Savage to get a shot because, you know, the guys that put in work, you know, it's not like he did anything detrimental to the team. He had his benefits. You know, he got us the win last year and with the comeback. So I don't have ill will towards Savage. It's just a situation that he's not. It's just not a good situation for him. You know what I mean? So you try to get rid of everybody. Yeah, I saw we got a couple of picks. Who was that we picked up for the secondary cornerback? Williams, I think. I don't know. Like at this point in time, the way I look at it though is any talent that you're picking up right now is on the street for a reason, or was on the practice squad for a reason. I don't necessarily see us picking up any more dimes in the rough. Ellington was a fucking find. That one I was wrong about, because I think I said the same thing about Ellington. I think I said I didn't expect too much from him. I thought he might be a camp body or something like that. But then again, when you get those opportunities, your time to shine and show that you belong, you know. So Langford I'm not super familiar with. I know about Houston, and I know Houston was solid for a while. He just had a couple little injuries and was out of there. I don't know. I mean, how do you think? Do you think the Seahawks still have that kind of value on Sherman? I'm gonna tell you my thing is why, like, I don't see Sherman happening. I don't see Bennett happening. A couple other players, because like I say, that Texans have a certain attitude of guy that they like, and nobody's, you know, people who aren't gonna rock the boat. You know what I mean? A guy like Sherman is definitely gonna rock the boat. He don't give a damn talking about his team, much less the whole damn NFL. So, you know, Bob's not gonna like that. Bennett, same situation. You know, all them guys out in Seattle are pretty outspoken. And the Texans don't ever pick up guys like that, even though, like I said, I feel like you got to have some. But I don't see any. That's why I don't see situations like that happen. Because it was somebody else. I can't think of the name right now. Who it was I said I was interested in, but I just know they wouldn't pick him up. So, like I say, yeah, that's what I'm hearing, though. I'm hearing there's been, but the thing is, Seattle's actually been talks about Brown for a while now. So they said that they've actually been talking with him for most of the season, which, I mean, it's still been a short period in the season. But I say, yeah, that's how I feel. I mean, like, you got to look at it like this. You know, it could be about money, it could be whatever. If Brown gave a damn about this team, he'd be out there. If he gave a damn about the Texans winning football, he'd have been back already. Especially see a situation where, you know, these people go to war with each other, you know, on the field, you know, albeit though. These your brothers, you just see motherfuckers go down. You know, you just cool it, because it's not a compassion for this team, and he may still love the game, but I think it's something has soured Dwayne Brown on the Texans. I don't think it's even a money issue. So, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I saw that Dorian Johnson pick. They said that they're looking at him as a developmental guy. So, you know, maybe he can pan out into something. I'm still eager to see, you know, if Davenport can turn into something. And just go on. I mean, at this point, I'm ready to move on. You know, this is a new look Texans team with Deshaun Watson himself. It's a new look Texas team. So, I mean, fuck it. Let's just move on. If we got to move on from some dead weight that doesn't want to be here, let's get rid of it. You know, and I hate saying this type of shit about players. Like I say, I understand the money game. I always try to look at both sides of it. Or I understand, you know, want to be somewhere what you feel is best for your career. But like I say, I'm not understanding Dwayne's base for his holdout. So I don't know. And I at this point, I don't even give a shit. But like I say, I think it's going to be some new looks. Like I say, you know, don't be surprised if you know, this may be the last of Cushing we see when he comes back, if they don't, you know, try to do something with that. You know, you wouldn't be surprised, you know, end of the year, you might be the end of J. Joe. You know, I not see him too much more after that. I'm just saying there's some guys that have been here for a while that when it's all said and done this year, you know, and I'm still expecting to make the playoffs. I'm still expecting to make a splash in the playoffs. There's going to be some guys that aren't going to be here any longer. That's just something we're going to have to accept. And I've been kind of getting my mind mentally prepared for that. You know, when really thinking about, I went to a negative place. And that's why I say, yeah, I had to jam a little bit. I went to a negative place when Merciless and Watt went down, man. Merciless, I'm not so much worried about, but a pec injury can be serious, but I'm not so much worried about that. He'll still be able to make plays. He'll be able to recover. But, you know, JJ's had a situation with the back, now the knee, or what was that, tibula, plateau, whatever it's called. I hate thinking about knee injury. That shit makes my fucking knees tingle because I done had some. That shit is no joke. I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm gonna be honest, and this is not something people are gonna want to hear. You know, well, actually, I got to give it from both sides. The football fan in me wants JJ to recover, come back, and play, but has that feeling that it'll never be the same. The reasonable individual, the person, just the human being in me, I don't want JJ Watt to play football ever again. I want him to leave the game with a decent quality of life. I want him to go somewhere in North Houston, maybe, you know, maybe a little bit outside of Harris County, go find him some land somewhere here in Texas, buy a bunch of motherfucking cows and start slanging meat, pause, start slanging beef, pause, sell cow products. That sounds better. Get in the game like Earl Campbell with the sausage mix. Get in the game like Nolan Ryan with the beef. You're already a household name in the city, shit, nationwide. We're going to go ahead and name the highway after you. You know what I'm saying? And just chill, just ball and parlay around the city. Just make appearances and give speeches, start a gym or some shit, motivate kids. I don't know. But I don't want to see JJ be like some of those old retired players that just didn't know when to quit. And, you know, maybe they just couldn't give up the game. And I understand, you know, when you're good at something, you don't want to let that go. But I'm just, you know, afraid, and I can't imagine how that feeling feels to know that quite possibly the best of you is over with. You know, when you did it at such a level for so long, or you know, you've done things in your life for so long, that's just like losing the ability, you know, as players get older, maybe to dunk or to be able to do awesome things. And once you know that, hey, I no longer have that, I've lost a part of myself. That's a hard feeling to deal with, man. So, like I said, I'm being honest, as a genuine caring person, I wouldn't be opposed to JJ Watt considering retirement. Now, as a Texans fan and as a fanatic and not thinking rationally, yeah, I want him to come back and I want him to play, but at the same time, it's 2 years in a row, 2 major injuries, things you got to consider. Yeah, and so that's what I'm saying. It's just it's unfortunate, you know. But like I said, I'm not as concerned with Merciless, you know, being an upper body injury. He'll most likely, you know, return to form. But like I say, with that back type shit and the knee, you know, that's painful. And I know it had to hurt, you know, going out with no sacks And I know these are things that, you know, it may not be major thoughts to us, but I can imagine, like I said, I put myself in people's shoes sometimes, and maybe I do it too much because I always try to see both sides. Even if it's somebody talk about some bullshit that I do not give a fuck about, I always try to understand other people and where they're coming from, why they think the way they think, or how. So sometimes I spend time doing shit like that. And I was thinking about it, you know, just how, what could be going through JJ's head. That's probably why I got so down yesterday. I might have spent too much time thinking about that shit because, you know, I know how I felt when I stopped fucking around in college. And I know, you know, I knew it was a point where there would be no way I could ever go back and try to play ball or ever do something as I got, you know, later on in my 20s and shit. When it was always that, well, I could always go try out or I could always go. But then once I know that I fucked off and know that there was no possibility that happened, and you really start thinking about it, when you take it for granted, you know, you're like, I can do it. But it comes to that point where, you know, man, I definitely ain't got it quite like I used to. And I'm not saying I don't still got some type of athleticism or something, but I know I'm nowhere near as athletic as I was at one point in time, not even close, you know. And to know that you lost those things, trust me, it's something that you think about. And to be as great as JJ is, I'm not going to say was, as JJ is, because you speak things into existence. I might speak him into retirement. I don't want to do that. I hope, you know what I'm saying, I hope it all works out in the end from it. But yeah, like you're saying, but as a business perspective, you know what I'm saying, as a business perspective, yeah, you try to maybe get a trade, see if you can do that. But like I say, from a, you know, morally, is that the thing to do? But are there morals in business? So, yeah, and that's what I say, like Man Thing said, man, he changed the entire game. And I feel like as a Texans fan, we were blessed to have acquired that pick. You know, when a lot of us initially, I'm not gonna say a lot of us, a lot of y'all, because I know when I checked it out, I like what I saw. A lot of y'all initially, and I ain't gonna say Sauce Nation, I know they were fans, I'm just fucking with y'all, but a lot of folks who were real down on the pick, and I'm just like, wait and see, you know. And I didn't think he would be as good as he was, but you know, it is what it is. You know, I know how you're saying that we wasted JJ's career. I felt the same way about Andre at one point in time. It was a point in time where I wanted Johnson to leave and go try to, you know, win him one, get with a team who was competing. As I say, you know, it comes to a point where, yes, of course I'm a fan of the team, and that comes first and foremost. But when you see a motherfucker put in so much work and you just feel like this dude did so much work for this name, for this city, you know, Andre was larger than life. You know, Andre was his own version of JJ before JJ came. Andre, you know, had the little Christmas thing. He'd do all kind of, you know, shit around the city. And, you know, JJ came in, he took it to another level. You know what I mean? And you feel bad, like I say, just with the hurricane shit, how much he did for the hurricane, how much he did for people in the city. I mean, all the Texans, but JJ specifically brought national attention to the situation. I mean, it hurts. It really does hurt, man. Yeah, I still got love for Andre. Like, even though, you know, I give him a pass. I know when people talk about, you know, when people leave and they go to opponents, Andre put in too much work for the Texans for me to ever beat Andre, you know. So, so shit. Yeah, fuck the way, you know what I'm saying? So, but my thing is, like I say, what we got here is acting up a little bit. Stream acting up a little bit. Hold on. He said, let's see, I think Jay will be fine, but this is not, yeah. Okay. Well, see, like I said, I'll be honest with you, I didn't look all the way into it. I seen, you know, that was career ending, and I just think about knee injuries and how they go, man. You know, but like you say now, like you say, looking at it from a different perspective, and that's the perspective I did not take. And I appreciate that. 16, 17, what's the motherfucking deal? That's my dog right there. You know, yeah, it could be more time for that back to heal up. And, you know, maybe you'll have more than enough time to recover from that injury. And we'll see, because JJ's a monster. So he, you know, he's got heart. And so we'll see what happens. But I don't want this to be the decline of Justin James, you know what I'm saying? And it's almost like watching a animal, you know, wriggling down. I'm not saying he's finna die, but it's just, you don't want to see his career dwindle down like that, you know, just for the sake of still playing the game. So, yeah. See, that's what I say. I don't know. Like sometimes the bitches be doing good, doing fine. I won't touch nothing. It'll be green light and then everything be going. Then it'll swap up. But like I say, I'm steadily working, steadily tweaking. We gonna get it all figured out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we ain't gonna talk about that over 6 feet stuff. My back be hurting and shit. I got my back hurting talking about it right now. But okay, so we got two. Okay, like I say, this Sauce where we done talked a bunch of Texans. You know what I'm saying? I definitely talked to a lot of Texans. But how y'all feeling about the Rockets, man? This preseason just making it rain on everybody. You know what I'm saying? Who was it? They lit up Oklahoma City. They lit up the Knicks. They lit up the overseas Shanghai Sharks. We got Memphis tonight. You know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah. See, now it's back on green. I don't know what the fuck be doing. I'm gonna figure that shit out. I'm gonna get it tightened up. I just really got to get the settings down right. Cause I know I don't. I just be kind of going with some generic settings. Call myself tweaking some shit. We gonna get it right. Say, man, look. This is what you got to understand. It ain't old until your late 30s. You know what I'm saying? That look, Jay-Z or somebody said it way back in the Gap, so they gave me a pass. You know what I'm saying? 30s is the new 20s. So 20s is the new teenager because y'all be acting real childish right there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be acting real childish right now. But it's all good. Wink, Weedy Child, what's the motherfucking deal? Oh man, I'm telling you, I'm more with these old ass D's. I'm telling you, every time I be trying to do squats and lunges, shit, my hoes pop every motherfucking time. You know what I'm saying? Man, why Jay-Z got to be all that, man? Yeah, that's what I say. That we had to put that ass whooping on the Knicks for playing with our motherfucking time. You know, playing with my time is like playing with my money. So you know, y'all want to play with our time? We had to bust that ass, man. You know what I'm saying? So it was all good. With that Cito knockers, what's up? What's the motherfucking deal? So, what about these Rockets? So, how y'all feeling about these Rockets? I'm excited. I'm excited what they bring. I think I might be underestimating them a little bit. Not me. I think they're gonna be solid. I think the national media is underestimating them. Like I say, you know, they like that big three bullshit. You already see Carmelo and Westbrook. I think Westbrook gonna be mad because he ain't gonna get that triple double stat because you know Carmelo like getting that rebound, clearing it out, and pushing it up the court. So that's gonna be an issue. I think they're gonna have some beef over there before too long. Do I think that they can compete? Nah, I think it still got a couple of more days. I think it's the last preseason game. I might be wrong, might be one more, but I think it's the last preseason. I think that compete. I think we can compete because with what we have, it's interesting. I'm not saying we go out and we beat the Warriors, but I don't feel like the Warriors come out and sweep us. I think it would be a competitive series, and with quite possibly could win it. I think with what we have, I think we have something no one else has in the NBA. It's a different look. I mean, do you see how open motherfuckers are? And everybody can shoot. Everybody can shoot. Tucker can shoot. Muthafuckin can shoot. Everybody on the court can shoot. I mean, I'm trying to think. Capella, of course, you know, he's the center, but shit, he gonna be the worst one. But shit, Nene got a little range. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get his ass in trouble shooting them mid-range jumpers. You know, Maury and what's the name? They don't like that. They ain't finna have that shit. I'd rather have a first from. I'd rather have a first than have Jimmy Graham because I'm content with the tight ends we got, and I really would like to see Steven Anderson get more of a shot. I think him and Deshaun Watson have a good little connection. I noticed it from earlier. I think in the preseason they had a good play or two together. But you know, I think his quickness is his speed is what's up, and he's got some good hands. I mean, Steven Anderson went up and got that motherfucking catch, dog. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Clint was shooting a three. That's funny, man. That's funny. But like I say, at the point right now where we have, I'm content with the guys we have. Even with CJ being out, you know, when he comes back, I think that's going to add another element to it. You know, you're going to get a little bit better blocking from the tight end position. And so, yeah. And like I said, I have no issues with any of them. I have no issues with any of our, with none of our tight ends. They can all catch. You know, Griffin has his games, but Griffin for the most part is consistent. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any problems with Griffin. Shit, he made one a catch on one of Deshaun's greatest throws. Well, to this point, you know, when his early greatest throws, every damn week he already breaking new highlights. It's a damn highlight mixtape every week with that motherfucker. So I like that shit. That's cool with me, man. I don't know. CJ Fedora, we got what? He got a couple of more weeks, huh? Because they had put him on IR, but I think he has that. Don't they got like a designation you can bring? I think it's 2 people now. I might be wrong. I know you could always bring 1 back, but I think it's up to 2 people now. You can bring back off IR. Huh? Oh, Lamar Houston. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If Lamar Houston's on the team, they'd be more than happy. I'm just saying, you know, like I say, he gonna do a little something. I expect a little something out of him. I don't think he quite done. You know what I'm saying? hey, it helped. It was a damn good celebration. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm not super familiar with Marcus Williams, but I'm glad you said that about Banks, because I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I think Banks cost us a couple of games. A couple of those games, it was a couple of plays in the KC game that Banks got busted on, and it was a couple of plays in, what was that Pats game, because he had only been with us for what? It was more than a couple. It was several plays in that Pats game. He was picking on Banks in the Pats game, and you know, and it's unfortunate because that's, you know, Kevin Johnson's hurt, so that's not his fault, and Kevin Johnson wasn't just looking super great in the beginning of the year himself, but I am kind of glad he's gone, because they was cows. That's what I was saying. See, you want to cash in on the Banks? That's what they was doing, man. They was eating off Banks, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Lamar Houston guy. Yeah. So like I say, yeah, Banks was out of there. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't. What I'm trying to think about. I was trying to make a Fresh Prince joke, but it ain't go through. I failed on that one. And that's what I'm thinking too. And that's what I say. I know a lot of people would. I know a lot of people keep saying for sure. I just don't see. I think y'all giving Brown a little bit too much credit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that he's not good. I'm not saying he's not still good. But you got to realize, what is this, Brown 9th, 10th year, something like that? And then, you know, he was dinged up a little bit early last year. People gonna look at all that shit and try to drive it down. They're trying to do their best, because they brought in Brandon Albert. And I guess they trying to make it seem, you know, like they're trying to drive the Texans' price down. Like, don't nobody want Brandon Albert. He'd already been picked up already. Jags didn't even want fucking Brandon Albert. He ain't want to be there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm telling you what, they was giving out free cash Sunday. Yeah, but I think they're gonna try to. They're gonna have to do something with I mean, with Sherman, like I say, I think there's some tension there, but they know that he's an asset. He's got value. He's got a lot of perceived value around the league. So they're not gonna just come off of him just to get rid of him. They're gonna make sure they get something back for him, because the Seahawks, I don't think they're still the Seahawks. They're a good team. I'm not afraid of them. I'm not, like I said, I see that as a win. You know what I'm saying? If Tennessee got with them, and y'all already saw what happened with that. And you know, you can't use the comparison of this team versus that team versus this team, because we know that doesn't work. But I just think, you know, Seahawks still getting a lot of love from, you know, their recent runs. But I just don't see them as the same team this year. So we'll see what it is. Now, here's the thing. Is that of equal value? I mean, I think you go Cromartie, you got to get Cromartie and something else for him. You know what I'm saying? Because didn't they just suspend him for some bullshit? You know what I'm saying? Man, look, I'm telling y'all, look, I know we talked about Connor Shaw earlier and how, you know, they looking at him, but look, if Braxton Miller can't fill in that receiver, he ain't holding that receiver. Let's see what he can do. Maybe he can do a little something, you know what I'm saying? Something Deshaun-esque, you know, Deshaun light, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, caffeine-free Deshaun Watson, Braxton Miller version, you know what I'm saying? Maybe get him back to, maybe he still got a little something. Oh shit, that's what he got suspended for? Okay. Now that's interesting. That's very interesting. Now, I know what he was suspended for, but if he's saying the coaching stuff, then that's definitely going to cause a little bit of a ripple. They already got a bunch of bullshit going on in the locker room, so that's a possibility of a way of him trying to get up out of there. So, shit. You know? Yeah, but I would give, I mean, I wouldn't say, you know, I'd make him a backup. Well, I'd give him a little bit of time at backup just to, you know, just to see. I don't know why. Just to see. because I mean he's just not quite getting it done at receiver. But I mean Braxton Miller's only what is he like? I think is he under 6 feet, or he like right at 6 feet? I think he's like right at 6 feet or below, so he might be a little short. So, oh man, that's funny, man. Oh yeah, right now, and that's what I'm saying. Like, look, it just took time to open up. Strong didn't get a chance. We fucked Strong over. We fucked Strong over, and I'm glad you mentioned that, Doug. We fucked Strong over. Braxton 6'3". I don't know why Braxton looks so short. Braxton be looking short out there on the field. We fucked Strong over. Now that you say that, now that you said that, we fucked Jalen Strong over. Suspended the first game. Come back the second game when, you know, like I say, it was a situation. It was fucked up. And then Jalen Strong threw a nice little. He did a little something on the block for Deshaun Watson, big run. So you got to come back on a short week, just to basically fill a spot, and then get cut to the Jags, and then the offense just starts exploding. I mean, just blows the fuck up like never before. Unseen shit just starts happening. The time that it would have been for Jalen to shine, I think, to really show that who he was, he needed a guy like Deshaun, and he just never got the fucking chance. So, man, I don't know, man. I like Jalen Strong. Like most players, when they end up having to leaving the Texans or getting cut, like I unfollow them on social media, all that like type of shit. It's got to be few and far between. Jalen Strong is one I still follow, especially with him going to the Jags. You know what I'm saying? So, man. Yeah, that's what they're trying to do about the Hopkins situation. What they want to do, yeah, nah. But they want to try to get him agitated to get out of his game because they feel like that's the way that they can win on him. Because now that they're not having that same opportunity to double him as much, you know, it's very few and far between a motherfucker that's gonna lock Hop down all game on his own. So, you know, they're gonna do whatever it takes to try to slow him down. But you can see why he was getting agitated. Shit, he was getting held. It was pass interference damn near on every fucking time he came off the line. And so, you know, it is what it is. And he had that one nice catch. It was just it was so close. That shit was so close. It was that they called it out of bounds. But like I say, Hop gonna be all right. Hop straight. Shit, he got him what, 5? He already got his 5 games in. He got more touchdowns than last season. So I don't think he tripping. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, I think we might have 2 dudes. We gonna have 2 folks in double digits. Keep fucking around with Watson. She might have fucking 3. It's gonna be touchdowns for everybody. He's spreading that shit around. And I'm saying, like, all these things that changed the game. With Fuller's return changed up, just a lot. I mean, it had to be something they saw in Strong that just wasn't shaking. Because I thought he came back more committed. Everything I was hearing out of camp was that, you know, he was catching everything, but he was always, you know, a pretty good receiver. Said he slimmed up. They were saying he was looking faster. Like I said, I don't know, man. It's just unfortunate. I really like Strong as a player. Yeah, he gonna fuck around. Yeah, he gonna fuck around and make the Pro Bowl. Because shit. But just on the stats alone, I mean, come on, look at the catches that he makes, though. It's dumb. The shit that Hopkins does on a regular shit that he does, that basic shit, is complicated shit for other motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? You going 6 TDs versus the Brown? Okay. So that's the prediction. So we got Ellington will have the most yards. You saying next game, or you saying by the end of the season? And then you say we got another bold prediction. Watson throws for 6 TDs versus the Brown. I could see that. I could see it. I'm not gonna say I see him throwing for 6, but I could see him coming out with 6 touchdowns against the Brown by the end of the season. Yeah, man. And that's the thing. That's exactly. The thing is, you just got to give Hopkins a chance to catch it. Give him a chance to catch it, and he'll take care of the rest. And like you said, 17 wasn't doing that because Hopkins doesn't get the greatest separation. it really doesn't matter because he treats dudes like they not there. And he go, you know what I'm saying? You literally gotta interfere to stop him from making a play. Yeah, that's what I see. Same thing Wink saying. I see throwing for and rushing for 2. I definitely see. I think fucking around it's gonna be Fuller, Hopkins, and Watson end up in the fucking Pro Bowl. You know, he keep playing the way he is because shit, you gotta look at it. What's his name? Only played 2 games, got 4 TDs. Shit, if he averages 2 touchdowns a game, he gonna definitely make the Pro Bowl. So yeah, it's just that damn Chiefs, man. If that wouldn't have been for that fucking like that special teams play, I mean, it's just 2 or 3 little things, you know, mistakes that we can say here, but we can't look at it. The Chiefs legit. You know, I'm not gonna hate on the Chiefs. They legit. They got plenty of weapons. They did what they had to do. You know, I still feel like Merciless and JJ make a difference. I think that it's different going into a game, not having somebody, just knowing that, okay, this guy's not available, as opposed to losing somebody in the middle of a game. So, you know, but those are things you got to be ready to deal with as a professional. So I just find it very unfortunate that happened. But I don't think that's going to stop us. I think young Kamalu, I think Kamalu's going to end up making some plays. I think he's going to end up being a solid guy. Just something about him. And I think we're gonna be all right. I think the defense is gonna find itself. I think we'll still be an above average, a little above the middle of the pack. But I'm just worried about, you know, how we're gonna look when it comes to getting pressure on the quarterback and, you know, creating and causing turnovers. Because now they get to treat Clowney the way they were treating Watt. And so now it's not about him necessarily. You know, people are going to wonder if his production goes down. People are going to wonder, well, why ain't Clowney doing this, that, and the third? It's going to be like, why ain't some of these other guys opening it up? So it's going to be on some of these younger guys to make some plays. So I think it was a good deal. Lamar Houston came in. I think he'll do a little something. I'm not expecting him to get buku sacks, but, you know, I think he'll come off with 2 or 3 before the season's over with at least. So. Yeah, Clowney Houston. My thing is funny with Houston is somebody gonna one of the announcers gonna fuck around and fuck up distinguishing, you know, between Houston and, you know, the team Houston and the player Houston. So we'll see how that happens. So yeah, and when KJ comes back, I just need KJ to be KJ. I need him to be year 2 early KJ. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, man. So, okay, yeah, hey, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that from you, from my persuasion. Make sure you shoot that to me so I can get that. I'll start using that as the updated background. I did not think about it. There's definitely no Deshaun Watson in this picture. So it's all cool, man. And man, right now I'm listening to Sucker Free. That's who is that? Mello, Big Mello. That's some throwback HTOWN stuff. Zach Cunningham's gonna end up being a real solid dude. He's gonna be good before it's all said and done. Yeah, I listen to Pastor Troy too. With that Vice Versa, that song used to jam. He used to have a song called "I'm Riding Big" that used to jam. Ain't No More Playing GA. That hoe used to jam. Pastor Troy got a couple little hits. Said no Antonio Cromartie. Still Savage Life, yeah. You know, hey, I mean, it is what it is. I was trying to run with Savage Life and see what it was, but you know, yeah. But that's what the Texans is going to have to end up getting some Lil Jon and the East Side Boy. Man, it's been a long time. I ain't gonna lie though, Lil Jon and the East Side Boys, I can't remember which one it was. He used to have some jams on that hoe back in the Gap. That's definitely dating a nigga, but that used to have some jams that when it came down to party music back when that crunk shit was jumping. That used to be my era. That's what I used to get out, man. Young Bloods used to go harder. If you don't give a damn, we don't give a fuck. Hey, so yeah, all that shit was jamming, man. Y'all youngsters don't know about that, man. Y'all youngsters don't know about that, man. You know what I'm saying? That boy came with the Mike Jones. Yeah, I fuck with the Crime Mob. I originally first started growing some dreads after hearing that Crime Mob song, but I'd end up cutting those and then restarting like a couple of years later. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hey, exactly. '03 to '06, you already know. Hey, it was a different time for me when niggas had these big ass t-shirts on, the big shorts and shit. I mean, it was just a whole. It was much different than the music, how music is now. You know, I ain't knocking the music now. You know, shit has to change. You got to develop, but it was a different time back then. You know what I'm saying? So that's funny, man. Yeah, you got me thinking about some old throwback shit. I got to get back focused on the stream. Y'all got me thinking about some old stuff. Yeah, we talking about spinners and shit. You know what I'm talking about? When niggas had the spinning rims, the spree wells and shit, babe. You know what I'm saying? Oh, there go what's his name? Anthony, our favorite Patriots fan, you know what I'm saying? Chilling with my broad is the shit. You already know. See, Anthony, I'm worried about you, man. You all right, dog? Because the other day you come on the post talk about I feel sorry for y'all. Now you mad, you pull up in here, fuck you. I think you just be wanting some attention. You know what I'm saying? Anthony, how you doing, man? You all right, man? Is your day going well, man? Shit. But yeah, man, that was definitely a different time, man. That was definitely a different honcho at that time. It wouldn't it wouldn't have definitely been this dude. What I was gonna say, Fat Pat, you know what I'm saying? I definitely jam a lot of Pat. Definitely underrated, you know what I'm saying? Not just like on no H-Town shit. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, I want to talk about that too. The Texans did very well on her. He just had a couple of big ones that ended up making his numbers look good, you know what I'm saying? But in reality, that dude had to put in work, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, with Merciless and JJ going down, he still did a solid job. So I'm not even worried about all that, man. Man, what's the deal, man, with Gonzalez? I appreciate that. Shout out to the North Side, man. I already know, Anthony. I know you be sliding through. It's all good. Ain't nothing but love over here, man. You know what I'm saying? Anthony all right with me. Lil Flip. I heard Lil Flip, man. Okay, here's my thing. Because I don't watch BET. I have not watched BET for a long. It's probably been a decade and some change, maybe. And so. Okay. But I thought somebody said somebody else was out. I was like, who the hell was out? But I heard Lil Flip was on the BET Awards or something. Like the BET Awards just happened, or I've been seeing a lot of the little freestyles and shit going around. Man, you know, it's been a long time. Flip, I'm gonna be honest, I ain't really rock with Flip after the T.I. incident. I kind of cooled off on Flip. And not that I ever thought Flip was a gangster or no shit like that. You know, it's just, I just think that situation just looked bad for the city. You know what I'm saying? The Astros' chances, yes, absolutely. You know, I think one way or another it's time for a championship to come to this city. And I think one of these teams within the next 3 years brings one home. My thing about the Astros is this. Who was it? I want to say it was Sports Illustrated. Was it Sports Illustrated that said Astros win the World Series in 2017 and they printed that shit like 2-3 years early? Like, I want to say it was something like that. Man, yeah, Clayton, what's the motherfucking deal? Yeah, that's what I say, because Flip, like, you know, everybody knew Flip wasn't really about that action. You know what I'm saying? He was cool. You know what I'm saying? He hung with Hump and all that other shit. But Flip wasn't just about that. He could rap. You know what I'm saying? And shit, he put on for the city. So, you know, motherfuckers like that shit. When he just started doing too much, when, you know, you just stepped out of your league. But my thing about it is, like I said, I know it's hearsay and I don't know for sure. But the way the story gets told, it seemed like it was kind of on some Mark shit the way he went about it, you know. And I ain't finna go into details about that. If y'all ain't familiar with it, y'all can look that shit up. There's plenty of videos on the thing talking about how the situation went down. But I think it just seemed like he was on some Mark shit, kind of talking down on T.I. because T.I. was going to jail. But I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So, Man, man. So guess what? Shit. Then we was at the same spot there. I was at the mixed in. I was at U of H there. Man, yeah. Yeah, that's what I say. Yeah, that did end it when he. That's what I say. Like, look, niggas like Flip, I'm not Flip, like 50 Cent, T.I. You better be careful because they gonna do their due diligence to try to end you. Though, if you gonna accept that challenge, they do. 50 Cent is like no other though. But yeah, when Face got on her face was like, yeah, I know of him, but I don't know him. I ain't never seen him. I was like, oh shit, Face, you know, I mean, you telling the truth, but damn. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And yeah, that's all it was. Like I say, Flip he wasn't like that. And that was the thing that I think he should have kind of stuck to that. And I think he'd have been cool because Flip had that crossover appeal, you know what I'm saying, at a time when it was starting to happen, but it wasn't really just quite like that. Flip could have really did some things if he'd have just yeah, I remember that because shit, if I wasn't tripping, Prince came out there would have been said the beef was squash and all that. He's like, look, this is my partner, you know, Flip my people, whoop whoop whoop. And he basically say, you know, we gonna squash the beef, ain't no thing. Exactly. That's the funniest shit, man. That was the funniest shit. I was in the side, I was thinking the same shit. Matter of fact, I think I had some hype after that little matter of fact. You know what? Anyway, that ain't for the stream. We gonna talk about that anyway. About Lamar Houston. I like that I like the Lamar Houston pickup. Like I said, I'm not expecting the world out of him. I think that, you know, he's gonna come in, he's gonna make a solid impact. You know, you can't replace what we lost, but I think that he's not merciless, you know what I'm saying? But he'll do solid. And it may be a surprise. Like I say, you know, he was a solid player before the injury, so we'll see what happened. Yeah, it's about to go off the wall. Like I say, I ain't I'm taking a couple of days break because I'm waiting on my people to get back around. But then we might have to do a cush den this weekend or something. So shit, but we'll see what's happening. Yeah, Cole, like I say, that little dude, he may do some. Like I say, it's just it's a lot of pluses, and like I say, you know, it's going to be a chance for the young guys to step up. Some of the young guys that have already been making plays, been making a name for themselves. Like I say, you just gotta hope. You know, you can't count on a hidden gem coming out of nowhere. But I just hope that it shake, man. Lil Flip versus T.I. Kush did. Man, we gonna have to do that, babe. I ain't prepared tonight, but we go, you know, I'm gonna say that, I'm gonna write that down. So definitely we gonna talk about that. Cause matter of fact, I'll get a hold of Shaq Kush ass. He'll love to get in on that shit. But we gonna talk about that. That's a bet. The next Kush deal we do, we gonna talk about that shit. We gonna talk about some throwback HTOWN shit too. You know what I'm saying? But what's the motherfucking deal, dude? What's shaking? But like I say, and Adrian, what's happening? I ain't mean to miss you. My bad if I overlooked y'all. Man, look, but here's the thing. Nigga was sleeping on C-Note. C-Note was my favorite. That Third Coast Born 2000. Shit, you got a hard time telling me a better HTOWN album, dog. Like, I bought that hoe 4 times. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about I had that hoe stole, had to steal it back, then broke that bitch, then bought that hoe, left it somewhere, then bought that hoe like the next week. I'm telling you, man, that Botany boy, man, I'm telling you, Clover, dog. Third Coast Born, that Diamonds All in Your Face. They had like a little freestyle on that, the Chop on Blades. I can't even remember the whole thing right now, but that hoe was one of my favorite motherfucking albums, dog. They Look at What You Did to Me. That's Zero. Man, my thing with Zero, I fuck with Zero for a short period. Because, man, listening to too much Zero will put you in a bad frame of mind, dog. You know what I'm saying? Oh, word, you fuck with all them boys? Okay. Shit, that's what's up, man. I'm telling you, F Botany boys, baby, look, Thought of Many Ways, look. Shit, that's my shit right there. Like I say, look, that mainstream shit be cool, but that old school HTOWN ain't nothing like it. Like I say, definitely underappreciated, man. the chorizo burger. But yeah, okay. So look, we didn't talk Texans. We didn't talk a little bit about the Rockets. We didn't talk a small amount about the Stros. And so what I need to know, like I say, y'all know my game ain't tight like that when it comes to baseball. So right now they just came out the ALDS, which is best of out of 5. And then the ALCS, is it the same format, or do you go to 7, or how does that go? Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm dead serious about that zero, because I what had happened was I noticed my circle of association and just motherfuckers we be fucking with zero. I just noticed that them niggas was just the niggas who only listen to zero. They was just on something a little bit more, and it's just once they started listening to zero, it seemed like it happened. You know what I'm saying? I was like, shit'll affect your mind, especially when you're a teenager and you're very it's easy to influence your motherfucking ass. That shit'll change the way you think. Shit, it had me like that for a while. I ain't fuck with nobody. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. So the World Series is the best of 7. Man, I'm telling you. See, look, now that y'all talk about it, I'm gonna have to go get that motherfucking album again. But I missed something that you were saying. Street Military. Man, see, yeah, we definitely gonna have to have a cush in and just really go into some throwback HTOWN shit, some old school shit, man. Okay. Clowney and McKinney mispracticed today. That's no bueno. And that's another person too. McKinney, I got to start giving McKinney more props, because McKinney makes plays. You know what I'm saying? And I don't talk about McKinney enough. I guess just because he makes plays, but in some of the plays he don't just make a lot of those. And he does, because he has been making some big plays. I don't know. We just ain't been giving the credit like we should. Because that nigga had a hell of a year last year. McKinney had a hell of a year last year. And it'd be just like I say, it's just, because he makes some of those plays that aren't so glamorous, and a lot of those plays that aren't that glamorous. Man, I'm telling you, dog. I done seen zero music affect. I'd have had white friends that I'm talking about well off, ain't never been in the hood, start fucking around, listen to some zero, and it changed their entire personality. Like, no bullshit. And that's why I say, like, when seeing shit like that, and just let me know that the power of words is a real thing. The shit that you associate yourself with, the shit you fuck with, really does influence your motherfucking ass. Man. I can take it back. Like, yeah, we gonna have to look. I'm gonna have to figure out. See, I gotta figure out how some of these channels get away with, you know what I'm saying, fucking with the music and shit. We're gonna have to get in the cushion. We're gonna have to have a real live throwback session. You know what I'm saying? You broke zero. Shit, Rich Zero. I can fuck with Rich Zero, because now he talk about some positive shit. Once he started getting back on some positive shit, at least adding a couple of positive songs to the album, I could fuck with him. I'm gonna tell you this. Now you talking about that DJ DMD, dog, slept on. Talking about zero. Can't lie though. Every motherfucker who done had a relationship problem, you might not even broke all the way up with the chick. And I know females that play it for niggas. I hate you, bitch. I hate you, bitch will always be a classic. Even if I ain't even mad at no bitches, the song just jammed. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a great fucking song. It's just a song that's suitable for the right time. But anyway, I hate you, bitch. My fucking car got broke into. Anyway, I hate the bitch that broke into my shit. But you was a young gunner. But man, I'm telling you, it's that's what I say, man. The city it's a wonderful place, though. That's why I love the city, though. It ain't nothing like it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing like it. I'm telling y'all, like, I remember, and this is definitely off course of the stream, and then we go, you know, like the last few minutes, whenever we about to hit the hour mark, you know what I'm saying? Like the last few minutes we go off. We've actually been off for the last probably 15, but oh well. We talking about the city. It's still sauce. We talking about the city. Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And hey, matter of fact, I saw something. Did they say that he beat that case, that he didn't get any criminal charges filed against him? I didn't get all the details on that, but I need to find out. You know what? And I'm gonna say somebody else who was a H-Town legend. This might not be a popular statement with some people because of other things outside of music, but if we're keeping it, in a vacuum, removing all other context, and we only talking about music, one of the throatest rappers to ever come out of H-Town that was slept on. One of my favorites was motherfucking South Park Mexican. Oh, Face is a legend. Face, you can't sleep on Face. Hawk was great, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like SPM was slept on. SPM used to go motherfucking hard, and he could go, hey, SPM had them bars. He had some shit, some of his shit. He had sometimes he'd be on some little corny shit, dog. But that motherfucker could rap, dog. I don't care what you say, man. I'm saying remove all outside context. I'm not talking about the other shit that he did or did not do. I'm not speaking on that. Exactly. I'm a wheel watcher, man. I'm telling y'all, man. SPM had them jams. What he said, 3 screens and 2 margarita machines. SPM was a beast, dog. I'm telling you, man. SPM was a beast, dog. They slept on that man. Hey, that's what I'm saying. When I was young, like my best partner, he put me on that shit. And I don't even call him S. He'd be mad in the shit because he was Mexican, but he ain't speak no Spanish, and he didn't like to be called like that. You know what I'm saying? Because he always hung out with other black folks. He'd be mad at the bitch. I had a partner. He used to fuck with him. Tell y'all a joke. You know what I'm saying? And rest in peace, Chris. That was my best friend, man. I miss that nigga. Man, I had a joke. Used to fuck with him, dog. It was one of my other partners. And they was doing something, playing basketball or doing something. And then my other partner just break out. Oh, man, Chris just called me a puto. Why you call me a puto, dog? You ain't a... And man, when I say my nigga got mad because he spoke no Spanish, and so it pissed him off. You know what I'm saying? It was just super fucking funny because it was like a running joke because he did not speak any fucking Spanish, and so we just sit there and say that he say like a Mexican cuss word or something. That shit, he would get mad as fuck. But he put me on that fucking SPM, dog. That shit there. When I say fuck with that, SPM had some reach in a time when a lot of artists were just local. SPM was getting around the country. Zero Music. Zero got too many albums. If it came down to 21 Savage or Future, I'd probably listen to Future. I didn't like Future at first. I'll be honest. Like I did not like. Hated his music. I don't even know how I started listening to the shit, and that shit started growing on me. Cause I got partners, they be like, nigga, how the fuck you jamming that shit? That bullshit. And then I put them, I'm like, man, look, it might have been that March Madness that got me. It was one of them songs, you know what I'm saying? And I started fucking with it. And I was just like, so, it'd be all right. It didn't be jamming. I didn't want to agree to admit to that shit. You know what I'm saying? But he got some songs that jam. Because I'm talking about, I used to hate all that. Turn on the lights I'm looking for. I hated that shit. This stupid motherfucking turn on the lights. Fuck that song. And it was some of that L-O-V-E-E-E. I hated that fucking song. Now I go back, I listen to that shit, I be jamming that shit. I be like, man, what the fuck did happen to me, man? You know what I'm saying? Shit. Yeah, Power Moves. Like I say, I saw that Block of Rock. What's the other one? Shit. Of course, Merry-Go-Round. Everybody remember Merry-Go-Round. I say SPM had some hits, man. So definitely, I fuck with SPM. Trying to think who else was somebody. Lil Troy. I saw y'all put Troy on there, but yeah. Oh man. Oh yeah. Oh, SPM was the real motherfucking deal. I remember going to a car show when he dropped the Wiggy video at the car show. And you know what I'm saying? I really wasn't just with that song. And like I said, I was an SPM fan, but I wasn't just enamored like that. When I say the whole car show damn near stopped and was staring at the screen watching the damn video, K Reno, the Alphabet one, that song he did with the Alphabet, that whole go hard. But I'm talking about the entire car show damn near stopped and was watching that shit. Hey, ESG a motherfucking truth. ESG was a beast, but you know who another motherfucker, somebody that a lot of people slept on too? Walt's Nest. Walt's Nest went hard. I fuck with Walt's Nest, dog. This motherfucker Deuce Out the Roof. That was my motherfucking jam, dog. Walt's Nest was the shit. So, yeah, Walt's Nest is a man. King of Houston, man. Jay Prince. I mean, shit. That's it. I mean, that's who it is, man. So that's the deal. You know what I'm saying? Big Steve, yeah, that's what I said. I was just jamming some Big Steve not that long ago. Big Steve's Big Mellow. Man, right now I ain't even realize I got my little playlist going on in my ear. Got that that motherfucking Mr. Mad, Say What You Want to Say. That's what's playing right now, man. Yeah, shit. I forgot Mad had to try to have a little rap career for a little bit. Mr. 3-2, yeah. Hey, Mr. 3-2 used to go hard. What's up, Hector? What's the motherfucking deal? Yeah, we winding down here. We just kind of on some random shit before we yeah, you got yeah, exactly. Look, that nigga Jay Prince don't give what that boy got on there talking. Look, he told Diddy, told Bird, all them motherfuckers. Y'all look. This is what it is. That man speak. You go listen. Hang out in Harris County for a little bit. Y'all look. Yeah, you know what's up. Devin the Dude, probably one of my favorite motherfucking artists. Like on some real shit. Probably one of my favorite artists. Texas Southern Homecoming this week. Okay, well that's something I need. I'm glad you mentioned that. Let me I'm gonna do something on that. Cause I definitely need to do it a little bit more on the Rockets, and I've been working on, writing a book. You know, it sounds crazy. I ain't really been telling anybody. I ain't gonna tell y'all what it is, but that's why I haven't been on it like I need to. But I'm working on a book. I've been working on it for a little while. Hopefully, I'll be able to drop it soon. Yeah, Smoke. Hey, that Sail in the South, Ocean of Funk. That shit was the jam, man. Devin the Dude gets a lot of love. Like, even though he might be slept on by some people here in the city, but that dude gets international love. That dude be in France selling out concerts and shit. Little O, Food on the Table was a good one. Fat Rat with the Cheese was the shit. Choo Choo, Let a Nigga Run a Train. Players Always Get Chose. Man, look, man, I have not heard it. I have not. I'm on it. I'm gonna be on it right now. Acoustic Levitation. And I'm gonna put something in the air to it. I'm sleeping on fucking Devin because he had a little concert out here, and I was gonna go to it the other day, and I slept. All right, I got a question, and some of y'all gonna be like, Honcho, what the fuck is you on? Before I get up out of here, before I slide up out of here, man. Do y'all fuck with that EDM music? Hey, cause you know Devin be out there looking like a regular nigga. You never know, babe. Shit, you never know over there. Shit. Oh yeah, hey, what ESG told him? Hey, I ain't hating on your flip, but tell the world who the king. You know what I'm saying? So shit. But yeah, definitely. Do y'all ever fuck with that, like some of that EDM shit, some of that, like they call it trap, not like that Atlanta trap, but it'd be like some of that electronic music, but it'd be with some of that little like that trap music shit. That shit, I fuck with some of that shit. I've come across with some of that shit, and like they kind of take that little EDM style, and then they kind of swap it up, and put that little rap shit with it. Not all of that shit go hard. Some of that shit do. Some of that shit go real hard. Some of that shit be beaten. But some of that shit it just kind of sound a little fucked up. Because I'm curious. I'm just curious if anybody fuck with that EDM shit. Because I've been interested in going to one of them. I be seeing these festivals all around. But them motherfuckers be looking like they be having a damn good time at them hoes. I think it was supposed to be one in the city coming up soon. But I don't know if I'm going to fade that one. I just want to see what it is. Them motherfuckers be looking like they be having a good time at them hoes. But yeah, that's definitely a big contrast jumping from some old school HTOWN shit to some EDM shit. But yeah, and I saw somebody mention Chameleonaire, Slim, Paul Wall. You got to get them they props too. You know what I'm saying? And funny that I say that because that's what's in my ear. Big Pokey was man, hardest pit in the litter. One of my favorites. Keep my name out your mouth, man. Yeah. I saw that. I saw some thing talking about he was. Cause I remember him doing an interview, and he said that he started fucking with it because he just said that the energy that the people, and that's what I'd be looking. I'd be like kind of looking. I was like, man, them motherfuckers be looking like they be having a good time. Like I be want to have a good time. You know what I'm saying? I used to be with that old posted over the wall shit, but I be trying to go have a fucking good time now, man. We shouldn't have said Chameleonaire. How did I know this dude Shaq Kush would not show up at all? But you say Chameleonaire, he will pop up out of the woodworks. That's like saying number 17 name too many times. This dude Shaq Kush is the biggest fucking Chameleonaire fan. When I thought everybody fell off, when I didn't even think Chameleonaire was still making new music, the Shaq Kush will pull up, man. I got that new Chameleonaire, man, jamming that new Chameleonaire, man. But I like old Chameleonaire. Old Chameleonaire was jamming. I'm not too sure about too much of the new stuff. I ain't kept up with it. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna lie to you. So man, as a matter of fact, see, yeah, my little playlist, it must be, I gotta be careful. This shit might be hearing a nigga. YSP, we the team. What y'all know about that, babe? Inside connected. He's on the rise and we well respected. Mob style connected. Breaking bricks of cocaine. Ain't a damn thing changed. Man, anyway, before I get way off, man, like I say, South Station, I appreciate y'all, man. Like I say, yeah, I'm in a better mood than I was when I started the stream. Like I say, I had to put some music in my ear just to kind of get me perked up a little bit. But, oh, man, no, don't look. Hey, Jags, I'm telling y'all, we waiting on y'all. Y'all, look, we waiting on y'all. You got to make sure you can be here talking that shit because we waiting on y'all. We going to go ahead and clean up all the rest of these. We going to clean up the Browns. We got, Seahawks, Colts. There's going to be easy wins. We coming to holler at y'all. You know what I'm saying? We got some things to say, so we ain't worried about. Hey, man, see, white persuasion, I thank you. I appreciate that because see shit like that be catching me off guard, man. Because like I said, I wouldn't pay. I turned my head and I was doing something else, and to turn my head and see that you didn't show some love. Thank you, White Persuasion. And if y'all didn't know, White Persuasion is responsible for the background in the stream, so I definitely thank you for the super chat love, man. So we're gonna keep it popping. We're gonna keep it popping just a little bit long. You know what I'm saying? The White Persuasion then got it crunk up in here. You know what I'm saying? Shit, originally from the east, but I'm down south now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm cooling. You know what I'm talking about? Oh man, Shaq, cause you don't want that Age of Empires action, man. That ain't what you want, man. That ain't what you want. You know what I'm saying? In the Second War, yeah, where everybody from, man? I get a shout out to where everybody from, man. Show some love, man. Definitely, yeah, Shaq, cause you done missed it. We done went throwback, man. We done talked about a whole lot of different things. We talked, you know, the variety of sports across the board. We got Mo City. What's up, Mo City? Baytown. What's up, Baytown? You know what I'm saying? I see y'all out there. Cloverland. What's up, Cloverland? Southwest, Northeast. What's shaking? You know what I'm talking about? Jacksonville. You know what? I'm gonna let you get the shout out just for participating. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you make it, man. 5100. What's up, Wink? Jacksonville, like, you know, I'm gonna give you a participation grade just because you be coming through, even though you be getting on the motherfuckers' nerves. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's all good. South Park. You know what I'm saying? Born in Houston, now in Cyprus. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what on the cool. The Jags fan do be in here more than Shaq Kush. Shaq Kush supposed to be my partner. He don't even be fucking with a nigga streams, man. You know what I'm saying? That boy be showing love. The Jags fan be coming through showing more love than Shaq Kush. But Willowbrook, okay, Winnie. I'm not even looking at who said this. Shaq Kush, old malarkey ass. Jack Yates, okay, yeah, you right there. It's all good. Still out 290. Man, I used to take some trips down 290, man. Way a little bit further than Cypress, man. The boy say the madhouse. So shit. Man, it used to be man, I used to have some partners out in Harlem Clark. And now I'm sitting there thinking about it, shouting out all this shit. I need to find out. They used to throw some live ass motherfucking parties. Now I'm just sitting there, like I say, this whole little session didn't had my mind going on some old throwback shit, just thinking about a bunch of shit. Now that we talking about, you know, everything, I'm just thinking about how I used to, you know what I'm saying, diddy bop all over the city and shit. But yeah, just got me thinking about some shit. But that's what's up. That's what's up, man. Look, Sauce Nation, I appreciate y'all fucking with me. I'm gonna slide up out of here. I'm not gonna cush the end of the night, but maybe Friday, Saturday night, something like that. Like I said, I want to send another super shout out to White Persuasion. I definitely appreciate the super chat. I appreciate everybody for following through, showing love. I appreciate everybody for participating in the randomness when we get off topic a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But not just the south side of H-Town. You know what I'm saying? That's what's playing in my ear, so I gotta say that shit. But I fuck with y'all, man. I really appreciate it because I always say, you know, time is valuable. And the fact that y'all are willing to spend y'all time and rock with me, man, I truly do appreciate that. I never take that for granted. And I just want to thank each and every one of y'all for coming through and fucking with your boy. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, what you got? What all high schools y'all got, man? You know what I'm saying? Let me know. I can't tell y'all quite yet because I'm still trying to I got a little trivia, something I want to do on a giveaway and see if somebody can figure it out. Shaq Kush don't get to participate because he already know, but you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to do a little trivia. It's going to be easy, but you know what I'm saying? But what? Ain't nobody mentioned Kiki? Damn. Tripping. Yeah, that's automatic though. You know, Kiki done did the damn thing. Yeah, I guess, you know, damn, I'm surprised that ain't nobody say Kiki. Damn. You know what? And now that I'm thinking about it, did anybody mention Moyo? Man. I'm sitting here, I'm just going through my playlist. I'm just sitting here, man. We might have slept on a couple of greats, but like I said, we're gonna save that topic for the weekend Kush Den. We're gonna go in, we're gonna talk about the T.I. flip shit, all that good shit. We just gonna have a real throwback Kush Den, but it'll probably be this weekend, not tonight. I got some other things I'm finna go take care of. But that's a wrap. Yeah, we finna go to Worth. Hey, Mike Jones was your favorite rapper though, Shaq Kush. But anyway, like I say, Sauce Nation, man, I fuck with y'all. I appreciate y'all for showing me some love, man. Okay, Dobie, I know we used to play Dobie a couple of times. I fuck with y'all, man. We gonna have to keep it pumping. Yeah, Mopo, yeah, that's a list right there. I don't even, damn, but we mentioned Trey. I'm gonna be honest, man. I respect Trey. I'm not the biggest Trey fan. I respect his grind, but that I'm gonna say, was it the Relentless album? That hoe went hard. I like Trey more when he was with Gorilla Mob though. So you know what I'm saying. But but with that being said, I keep saying I'm a bounce for real. Sauce Nation, I fuck with y'all. Stay saucy. You know what I'm saying. Be cool like y'all be cool. All that good shit, man. I'm chugging up the deuce, and it is what it is, man. I'm up out of here.